All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders, GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples for his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the whole flick out there pushing his word and truth and his sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashem Al Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the whole flick, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Al Shah. All right, well, I want to get into the day, with the banner of victory. Okay, and this lesson is inspired, all right, by an account that happened, all right, in the book of Exodus, okay, in which, we went to war with Amalek. We had a battle with Amalek, and it's extremely spiritual as we understand who Amalek is today. The people that run the the elite, all right, banking families, okay, which run the governments of the earth, okay, which are at the head of this satanic empire that runs the earth, man. You know, and that's why now it's a spiritual war, all right, and it's going to get physical, all right. But right now we're in a spiritual war with Amalek. When you go into this account in the book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse 8, and really get straight to it. It said, "Then came Amalek and fought with Israel at Rephidim." Okay, so Israel and Amalek had actual battle as we was, on our way to the promised land. And just like now, we have to deal, the main opposition to the truth is who? Amalek. Okay, they run YouTube, they run Google, they run the media, they run the banks. Okay, they run entertainment. All right, that's why everything is so anti-Messiah. Okay, because Amalek is the biggest opposition, okay, to Israel going into the promised land. Okay, which represents what? The seat of authority, okay, in the earth, which was promised to us, all right, by Yahweh Bashim Shah through our forefathers, okay? And that's why you have Amalek claiming their seat now, over there in the land now, okay? And this whole society is geared on keeping us, from coming into their promise, man. All right? So this has been the nature of Amalek from day one. All right, so then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim. Now, what we have to understand that this Bible is centered around two nations of people, okay? And that's the nation of Israel and the nation of Esau. And Amalek, all right, which is a grandchild, all right, of Esau Edom, okay? He's a grandson of Esau Edom, and he's a progenitor, okay, of these elite bankers, man. Okay? So the sect of Edomites that are at the head, okay, of the Edomite Empire, all right, come from Amalek. You see? Descendants of Esau. All right? And then there's a major conflict between Amalek and Israel. All right? Now, when you go to Sirach 33 and 10, it says, all men are from the ground, and Adam was created from the earth. Okay, because everyone is a descendant of Adam, okay, through Noah, all right, through Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Okay, that's why you hear that term Semitic, which they talking about Shem, which they're not the only people that come from Shem. Okay, but of Shem came the chosen lineage that will come from Adam. All right, and it says, which is Israel. It says, in much knowledge the Lord have divided them and made their ways diverse. Some of them have he blessed and exalted, and some of them have he sanctified, which is Israel. Because ultimately Israel has the blessing of the eternal world dominion, eternal rulership. Only Israel has that blessing. Okay? And this is what these devils covered after, man. These elites, beginning with who? Amalek, man. And it says, and sit near himself, but some of them have he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. All right? As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him to bring it to them as he liketh him best. And see, this Esau has a particular role in the movie. He's built a certain way. The reason why Esau can do this wickedness and don't blink, the reason why he has no fear of Yahweh Bashim al Shah, the reason, that he's all about chaos and because he's created to be like that. Okay, and Jacob is created in a particular way. Now, a lot of our people are influenced by the wicked. That's why Yahushua said, "You are your father, the devil." Okay, he was a murderer and a liar from the beginning. But see, the spirit of a murderer and a liar comes from Esau, Edom, man. Okay, Jake in their natural state don't move like that, man. All right, but the influence of Esau, Edom has a lot of our people, in a rebellious state. Okay, and that's why we're going to go into the banner of victory, which is obedience, man. Okay, and it says, verse 14, it says, good is set against evil and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner and the sinner against the godly. And that's what we see with the war with Amalek, man. This is the ultimate battle of good and evil. Jacob and Esau. Okay? And it's all about world dominion. Esau, he pretty much wants to rule the earth in wickedness perpetually, man. This is what this whole NWO is about. Okay? And there was always conflict between, all right, Jacob and Esau, man, the Israel and the Edomites, man. All right, and these Amalekites has a special hatred for Israel, man. Now, reading on, and it said this Exodus 17:9, it says, and Moses said unto Joshua, choose out men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill and the rod of the Most High in my hand. Okay? So he told Joshua what? To choose out men to go and fight with Amalek. And this time we've been chosen out amongst men, all right, to go to spiritual war with Amalek, man, in this time. Okay? We was chosen out. Let's get that. What did Yahushua say? The Joshua, which, it translates to Yahushua in the Hebrew. Okay? But the Yahushua of Nazareth, the anointed Yahushua HaMashiach, what did he say? Okay? Because Joshua was a representation of a deliverance. Okay? Which Yahushua would perform in the latter end on a much, grander scale. Now, let's get St. John 15. All right? In St. John 15:15, it says, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servants know not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friend, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. Okay? So you have particular men that are chosen out by Yahushua. Okay? Which was given, those men was given to him by the Father to go to engage in spiritual battle with Amalek, man. Okay? Now, let's go here. Because what does it say in the book of Psalms? All right? I think there's 96. Psalm 96 and it might be 98. Yeah, this Psalm 94:16. It says, "Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?" Okay, or who shall stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Okay, and who's at the helm of wickedness in the earth, man? Who's at the forefront? Okay, of enforcing. Okay, and enchanting the earth in wickedness, man. Who's the leader of this rebellion against righteousness in the earth, man? It's Amalek. So the scriptures ask, who gonna stand up for me against the evildoers, man? All right, and that answers the men that are chosen out, by Yahweh Shem Shai to be a spiritual war with this devil, man. These Amalekites, man. Okay, now I'm going to jump to verse 20. Psalm 94:20 says, "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law?" Okay, you see that? So can the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee? No. Okay, the Most High is not dealing, okay, with the throne of iniquity, man. They're being used for a particular purpose, but they're not going to be the permanent, all right, in the permanent position of power. Okay, and what's happening? The banner of Yahweh by Shema Shai, which is based in righteousness, is overcoming these devils, man. Okay, but the throne of iniquity, all right, hey, we have no fellowship with that. It can't be, Jacob ruled this portion and Esau ruled this portion of the earth and we coexist. Nah, man. It's only going to be one ruler out of these two people, man. And at the end of the day, it's going to be Jacob. It's going to be Israel under Yahweh Shai. Okay? And our victory is through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? That's our war banner is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and that standard that comes with it. You see? So let's go here. Let's go back to Exodus 17. Okay, this is the book of Exodus 17, verse 10. It says, "So Joshua did as Moses had said unto him, and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed." And what did the Lord have? What did Moses have in his hand? He had the rod of the Most High. Okay? All right, he had the rod of the Most High, man, which is these scriptures, man. Okay? Which represents this word. Okay? What does it say? "Thy rod and thy staff, it comfort me." Because this word is used to guide, it's used to discipline. Okay, it's used for instructions in righteousness, man. The sheep is being guided by this rod and staff of the word, man. Okay? And how do we lift up, all right, this word? Through our faith, through our obedience. Okay? We're walking representation of the banner of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai as we walk upright, as we walk in our righteousness, man. Okay? And as long as Moses was able to hold that rod up, all right, we was prevailing. Okay? But when it went down, we lost. You see? And that's the common denominator of our prosperity as our people, is when we, okay, strayed away from Yahweh by Shema Shai, we lost. When we joined back to our power, we won. Okay, you got the book of Judges, what they call the cycle of sin. Okay? Where our people would, go off and then go into captivity, and then eventually we will cry back, unto Yahweh by Shema Shai, and he would deliver us. Then that generation will pass and the next generation will go off. The Bible teaches us, all right, that when we stray away from our power, we're defenseless. Okay? We have no hedge, all right, amongst these heathens when we stray away from our power. But when we stay within Yahweh by Shema Shai, we stay within righteousness, our obedience, faith, that leads to our prosperity, man. And the Lord always, explains that to us, man. Even these heathens know. That's why we always go into the book of Judah. Let's get it, you know? And because we exalt Yahweh Bashim Al Shai through what? Our life, the way we walk. We exalt our power, man. We do these lessons and we teach, okay? But the biggest way to exalt and to lift up the banner of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is in our actions, man. Okay? So let's get that in the book of Judah. Just get two examples. This is the book of Judah, chapter 5. Get straight to the point. Okay? This is Judah 5 and 17. It says, and whilst they sinned not before their power, they prospered, because the Most High, their head of iniquity, was with them. You see? While we sin not against our power, okay? And it wasn't about being perfect in the law, but having the intent, the culture, like a culture of righteousness, man, a culture with the intent to do the right thing, man. To really, have a sincere thirst for righteousness, man. When our people was in that mode, we prospered, man. When our people mind was geared towards, the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, okay, we prospered. Verse 18, but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by their enemies. So you see the contrast. That's why as long as Moses was able to hold their rod up, victory. When it went down, okay? And that's why we're lifting up a banner, okay, to our people. We're lifting up a standard to our people, man. You see? And as we live according to the standard, guess what? Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is being exalted in the earth, man, through his people. And that leads to what? Our prosperity. Okay? You see? And who do we need victory over? Because we speak about victory over the beast. Well, who runs the beast? Amalek. Okay? So let's go here to Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 1. All right? It's the book of Isaiah. All right, this is Isaiah 1 and this is Isaiah 1 and 19. Get to the point. It says, if you be willing, okay, and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. You see that? If you be willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. All right? And Jake had that term like we eating over here, when Jake getting money, or, Jake has some type of worldly prosperity. Okay? Well, this represents our prosperity, okay, if we're obedient. You see? And it's going to be on a whole nother level. This is going to be in rulership. We're going to, all right, have resources. We're going to have dominion. We're going to, we're going to have power. We're going to have, abundance in everything. Okay? Verse 20 said, but if you refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Al Shai has spoken it. You see? But if you refuse and rebel, okay, because for the longest, guess what? The banner, the standard of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai wasn't being uplifted. It wasn't being held. It wasn't being held on high. Okay, now the way of righteousness, okay, through the men whom the Lord has set up, is being lifted up. And now we're seeing victory over Amalek, man, which is victory over the beast. Okay? Let's get Exodus 17. Go back to it. All right? It says, and it came to pass when Moses held up his hand, and Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereon. Okay? And what is this stone? This is Yahweh Shai. This is let's get it. That stone is Yahweh Shai. All right, let's get that in Luke first, and then we'll get that in Corinthians. All right, this is the book of Luke, chapter 6. Okay, verse 46, and it says, this is Yahweh Shai speaking, and why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? Whosoever cometh to me and heareth my saying and doeth them, I will show you to whom he is like. Okay, so Yahweh Shai said, why you call me Lord, but you're not obedient? You see, the Lord is not pleased with just lip service, man. Okay? The Lord, hey, the scriptures say that the Lord loves obedience more than sacrifice, man. You know? So our obedience, all right, is what? Having us grounded on that rock of Yahweh Shai we're finna get into. It says, whosoever cometh to me and heareth my sayings and doeth them, I will show you to whom he is like. He is like a man which built an house and dig deep and laid the foundation on the rock. Moses sat on that stone. Okay, he made that rock his foundation, which is Yahweh Shai. Our foundation is in Yahweh Shai. You know, the more we walk in righteousness and faith and obedience, we're making our foundation in Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? And it says, he is like a man which building a house and dig deep and laid the foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose, all right, which is going to be Esau, Edom, he's going to come in, the scripture, he's going to come in like a flood. Okay? The stream beat vehemently upon that house and could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock. It was founded upon that rock, which is Yahweh Shai, which that's going to make us unmovable in these times as we are established, all right, on Yahweh Shai, man, that chief cornerstone. Okay? But then it goes into another scenario, but he that heareth and doeth not. Yeah, so our actions are exalting Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. This is what's lifting up a standard. This is the banner that's being raised through our actions, man. Okay? And it said, it's like a man that without a foundation built an house upon the earth, against which the stream did beat vehemently. So, hey, we all Israel is going to be in the same circumstances, man. Okay? But the difference is we're built on Yahweh Shai. The hopeful elect is built on Yahweh Shai, man. Which, hey, that's going to have us to endure the screams and the storms and the chaos that's finna come, man. All right? That's going to have us established, all right, until we get the victory, man. And it says, which the stream did beat vehemently, and immediately it fell, and the ruin of that house was great, man. Okay? So you see, those that are established in Yahweh Shai through faith and obedience are going to be unmovable. Okay? But our people that are not, they're going to be overcome. You know, just like when Moses' hand went down, okay, we was becoming, all right, we became overcome. So let's get this here. Okay. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10. All right, 1 Corinthians 10 and 1, it says, moreover, brethren, I would not that you should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea. Okay? And did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink of the same spiritual drink, for they drank of their spiritual rock that followed them, and their rock was Yahweh Shai. Okay? So Moses sitting on that rock is us, you know, being established on that rock of Yahweh Shai. All right, let's get this in Exodus 17. It's the book of Exodus chapter 17, verse 12. It says, but Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereon, and Aaron and Hur stayed up up his hands, the one on the other side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. And that sunset also represents the end of an empire. You know, the sun is setting. You know, that represents the end of an empire as well, man. The sun going down. Okay, hey, we're in the time of the end of Amalek's empire. Then it also shows you that everybody has their particular role, all right, within this war. Because you had Moses, which was a great renown. Okay, Aaron, you had the high priest. Okay, but her, the man, her, he wasn't a well renowned. Like no one knows, like we don't really know the story on her, but he played a major part in holding up one of Moses' hand, man, to get the victory. So this true thing about being, renowned and known and popular, like, nah, man, everybody plays a role, even those that, are not seen. Her played a vital role, okay, in that time, which let's get his name in the Hebrew. All right. You have an Israelite feminist. Okay. Boy. All right. So, in the Hebrew, okay, it's like Kawar, okay. It says a chief assistant to Moses and Aaron. Okay, a chief assistant. Okay. Because hey, and in truth, you have those assistants, man, brothers that that are great assistants, for two particular men, but they're necessary, man. Each brother's office is necessary, man. So that chief assistant, of Aaron and Moses played a major part, okay, in their victory, man. And it says, and it says they held their hands steady until the going down of the sun, and this is what we're doing now, okay? We're lifting up that banner. Then you have those men assisting those men that's lifting that banner, okay? Till the sun goes down, to this empire is through, okay? Matter of fact, what does the scripture say? Let's get that in Isaiah 62 and 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon the walls of Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, man. Keep that banner up. Keep holding that banner up, man. You see? Give him not. It says, give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And the only way that can happen is Amalek, all right, these Edomites to be removed from power. So we're giving the Lord no rest. Moses didn't rest his hands until the sun went down, man. Okay? All right? And while that was happening, Exodus 17 and 13, it says, and Joshua discomfited Amalek with his people, all right? Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword, okay? The victory. Verse 13, reading in the NLT, Exodus 17, 13, as a result, Joshua overwhelmed the army of Amalek in battle, okay? And this is what we're doing now. We're overwhelming this devil in battle, okay? That's why you go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, all right? Verse 3, it said, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, man. And we fell away as a people, okay? And Amalek had a big part in that, man, during the Renaissance period, okay? Because that's when those elite bankers started being established, from the time of the Renaissance, okay, into this modern time now. Okay, they played a major part, all right, in us as a people, okay, falling away, okay. And it says, and that the man of sin should be revealed, the son of perdition, Esau Edom, and the chief of Esau Edom, which is Amalek, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sit in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. And Esau is doing it in every way, and it's through Amalek. It's Amalek through his science, trying to show that he's the Most High, through his witchcraft. He's posted in our land saying they're the people. Okay? He's doing this in every way. All right? Amalek, man. It said, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and know ye, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. And now this is the time of him being revealed before he's conquered, man. Okay? For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, which were the Edomite Romans at the time. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And we're living in a revived Roman Empire under Amalek, man. Okay? Those that the Amalek had the power to give the life to this beast, man. Life to the dragon, man. Okay? Then it says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume or overwhelm. Okay? You see, with the spirit of his mouth, the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, which is Yahweh Shah. Okay? So going back, let's get this. Go back to Exodus. All right, this Exodus 17 and 13, it says, and Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in the book. And we have this writing for a record to go back to, man. You know, now we can interpret these things in the spirit, you know, and have an understanding of this war, you know, this ongoing war with goddamn Amalek, man. Okay? It says, write this for a memorial in the book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And that hasn't happened yet. Okay? But this was a prelude to what the Lord is going to do to Amalek when Amalek is in the fullness of their power, which is now. Okay? Scripture say the light shall go out of their tabernacle, man. It's their sun going down, man. On their empire, man. Okay? The sun setting on their empire. And it says that Moses built an altar and called the name of it Yahweh Nashah. All right? Which means the Lord is my banner. Okay? Because they lifted up that banner. You see? For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. And that's why we go to Isaiah 13, and this is a generation, right? Okay? Isaiah 13 and 1 says the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift you up a banner. You see that? We're lifting up a banner upon the high mountain. Okay? Which the high mountain is the what? The highest government in the earth right now is Esau Edom. And who's at the head of that government? Amalek. So we're lifting the banner, okay, right before Amalek, man, just as Moses, Joshua and Aaron did, man. All right, and her. Okay? You see? And said, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt a voice upon them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And who are the nobles of Esau Edom? Amalek. Okay? And what is this leading to? It's going to lead to that victory, man. So the Lord raising up the prophets to lift up the banner of Yahweh Bashem Shai in the gates of the nobles, man, and it's through the web, the YouTube, because this is where most of the traffic on earth happens, is over the web, man. Okay? And we're lifting up a banner, all right? And it's leading us to a victory, man. Okay? And so that's the point, You ready to go to camp. I just want to bring that out, Lord will you brothers and you few sisters edify to the next time I say Shalom. Pour me out Shalom, Bob, DJ soon, Shalom.